New York is the city that never sleeps, and neither does Sal Licata. From Flushing in the Bronx to the Meadowlands in MSG, Sal sounds off on the biggest sports news of the day. Welcome to WFAN Daily with Sal Licata.
It is Pete Hoffman again filling in for Sal Licata on WFAN Daily. We are here after a huge night for New York baseball. We'll first start with the New York Yankees because not only did they win the game, which we'll get into that a little bit later on, but Aaron Judge, who left the ball game after getting hit in the hand with the baseball, he, after the game, spoke to media and says that x-rays came back negative. So that is a sigh of relief. We've talked about this all season long. Realistically, how deep, how far can the Yankees go? It's all relying on two players, Aaron Judge and Juan Soto. The Yankees will only go as far as both of those players will take them. So with Aaron Judge getting hit the way he did, looking at Suarez, no charge of the mound, but he didn't look happy. Let's put it that way. And when Judge looks at you with those eyes, I'd be scared. But thank goodness he went out and the x-rays are negative. So that is a positive sign because this Yankee team is now going through it. They're going through a lot of ups and downs. You're seeing, Anthony Rizzo obviously is out for a while. Ben Rice gets the phone call, gets the nod, gets a hit in his Major League debut, which is awesome. Gets a little single, which is nice to see. Can't keep that smile off his face, which is great. But that's what's going to have to happen right now. They bring Ben Rice in to evaluate him, which is a smart decision. You've 50 games or 74 games, and now 75 games into the season. You've got 51 games that you've won so far. Evaluating who you have on this roster so that when the trade deadline comes around, you are set in stone, know what you're going to do. So Ben Rice, who can play catcher, first base, this is the guy they bring up, and it's got to go to. Next in line, let's see how he performs. And it's not, let's give DJ LeMahieu another shot. We know what DJ LeMahieu could do. We need to see what the young kids could do. And Ben Rice delivered, listen, nothing too flashy, just a base hit, but a huge smile. And that was good for the Yankees. As far as Gleyber Torres getting hit as well, you got two guys now that got hit. This is what we've talked about in the past with other teams. When you get hit the way that the New York Yankees did today or Tuesday night, when you get Aaron Judge having to leave the game, Gleyber Torres getting hit on the hands, and thankfully he was okay, where is the retaliation? This is a team that you're going to be seeing in the playoffs. The Baltimore Orioles are not going away. The New York Yankees are not going away. These two teams are going to go deep into the playoffs. You need to set in stone now. You can't screw with us. You can't F with us. So if the Yankees are going to be taken seriously here, they have to retaliate. You can't pitch inside, which I know they did. It was nice little warning. It needs to be more than that. Send the message. You cannot screw with us. Do not hit us like that. Do not try to target our players. Okay, whether or not Suarez was targeting Aaron Judge, can't happen. Won't happen. And they got to put an end to that. So, and then you got the ninth inning with Clay Holmes. It's a 4-0 game. Clay Holmes comes in. I hate, and this is maybe just me, but I can't stand when they go to closers. And I'm not putting this on Boone. You want to win the game. I can't stand when you put closers in the ninth inning when it's not a safe situation. It's no need. Scores 4-0. They bring in Clay Holmes, and he's just not perfect, which is what he's now been for a while with the Yankees. He had that scoreless streak going on, which was amazing. But now he's back to his shaky self. And this is, again, another evaluation process. Now you're evaluating Ben Rice at first base. Now we're evaluating Clay Holmes. Is Clay Holmes going to be the closer come October? I don't think that's the case. I know you want him to be. I know it would be nice for him to be a good story. He's got his own walk, all that stuff. But Clay Holmes is just not closer material, especially in big time games. This is not saying that there's somebody else that's going to be the next Mariano Rivera coming into the New York Yankees at the trade deadline. That's not happening. Is Josh Hader getting traded? Is Emmanuel Clase getting traded? No, those guys are not leaving their teams. They're not getting traded to the Yankees. But you cannot go into the playoffs and have Clay Holmes as your number one and only choice at closer. There's got to be, if at least not the number one, knock him off, there's got to be a 1B to Clay Holmes because he still makes you way too shaky. He still puts too many people on. And in this game, again, puts up 2 runs in that 9th inning. It's not ideal. Let's put it that way. But positive. Let's get positive here, okay? Aaron Judge is not seriously hurt. That is the biggest positive. Doesn't make a difference to the win. The Aaron Judge news is bigger than anything else. Then you got Ben Rice with his debut, gets a hit. Fantastic news. And at the end of the day, Clay Holmes, I guess, gets the job done. So there you go. Those are the positives from the Yankee game. And then as far as the New York Mets go, 7 wins in a row by the New York Mets. They are on fire. They had another situation where it looked like they could have lost this game. Severino has a bad 6th inning, gives up 5 runs, and looks like this game is at that point in time it's 6-3 Texas Rangers, and you just feel like, it was bound to happen. The Mets put up 14 runs yesterday. I get it. Maybe today's just not our day. It was a nice run. Starting a winning streak tomorrow, but they battle back. They are allowed back in this game from some blunders from the Rangers, and then Pete Alonso with a huge clutch hit. First of all, Francisco Alvarez with the huge clutch hit to make it 6-6. Pete Alonso in the top of the 9th gets a huge clutch double to make it 7-6, and then Edwin Diaz comes in with a semi-clean inning. It's a first ball that drops in there for a base hit, but Francisco Lindor and Jose Iglesias turn that double play, and they get out of that inning. And it felt like that was the end of the game right there, even though there was still one more out left. Brandon Nimmo's coming in from the outfield, Lindor with a fist pump. It feels like that's the game right there. But obviously there's one more out, and they get through it, and that's all good. So the New York Mets win 7-6, 7 wins in a row, and the Mets just continue to impress. They are now a game out of the last wild card. I mean, that's just, they've now jumped teams. It's just, I'm not trying to sit here and say that the New York Mets are the best team and they're going to turn into one of the favorites to win the World Series or anything like that. They are who I expected. They are a playoff contending team. They are a 500 win team, 86 win team. That's what they are, 500 plus. That's what they're going to be. And that's good enough to get into the playoffs. I'd like to see where the momentum takes them. They do have something clicking right now, whether it's Grimace, whether it's JD Martinez, whether it's Francisco Lindor, Pete Alonso, Francisco Alvarez returning, whatever the case is, they have something going right now. And just keep on riding that momentum. Sweep the Rangers again. Make it one game under 500. Let's freaking go. Just keep on winning series. That is the game plan, and that will eventually get you into the playoffs no matter what you do. Just keep winning series. And then on a final note, Willie Mays unfortunately passed away at 93. The great Willie Mays, former New York Met, obviously started his career as a New York Giant until they moved to San Francisco. So there was always that connection with Willie Mays. He finally got his number retired a couple of years ago with the Mets. And it just, one of the greatest to ever play the game of baseball. Sad day. Willie Mays, 93. Rest in peace, my friend. But thank you again for listening and watching another episode of WFAN Daily. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Always follow me at Hoff WFAN, and you'll see me with the boys, BT and Sal, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on WFAN. Thank you very much. I will see you tomorrow. Enjoy those wins.